iPhone 7 Plus loudspeaker replacement guide. The tools we're going to need are a proprietary pentalobe screwdriver, a Phillips head double or 000 screwdriver, either one will work, a proprietary Y screwdriver, a suction cup for prying the screen apart, also a plastic triangular pick tool for separating the screen. This is an optional tool here. This will help remove the adhesive around the contour of the screen. And a plastic spudger for prying connections apart. Then also tweezers for managing screws and difficult to get to components. If the phone is on, go ahead and power it down. Near the charging port, there are two pentalobe screws securing the screen to the phone case. Go ahead and remove the two pentalobe screws. Go ahead and place the suction cup as close as you can to the home button. Make sure it's firmly secure and nice and tight. Now loop either your index or your middle finger through the suction cup loop. Pinch the sides of the phone with your other fingers. Make sure that you have leverage. Now pull as hard as you can on the suction cup. This will create a small crack for you to sneak the triangular pick through, and go ahead and start prying it from left to right to pry the screen apart. The tension and resistance that you'll feel is going to be from the adhesive, the waterproof adhesive. You can go ahead and remove or cut away this adhesive with the metallic prying tool. You can use it in tandem with the plastic tool, or just the plastic tool itself in case you don't want to risk scratching the phone. Run the tool along both sides of the phone. Pry the screen up just a little bit, no more than an inch. Remember, this phone folds out like a book and not straight up. What you want to do is you want to pull it down and then flip it over like a book. And you're gonna close it and then push it back in when we're done. So that's how it opens up. Go ahead and loosen up the top of the adhesive near the top of the phone. Now just tilt it and push it out, and then open it right up just like a book. And that's it. We're in. We'll have to remove the connection cover that's right above the speaker. Go ahead and remove the 4 Y screws that are securing the cover. With the 4 Y screws removed, go ahead and lift up and move the cover to the side. Now with a plastic prying tool, go ahead and get underneath the antenna cable and just pry it up, just like that. They should pop out really easy. Disconnect both of the antenna cables. One is the Wi-Fi diversity antenna and one is the cellular antenna cable. Now go ahead and remove the 5 screws that are securing the taptic engine, starting in the bottom 2 Phillips head screws that are guarding the connection to the taptic engine. Go ahead and unpry the connection with a plastic prying tool. It should pop right out. Now go ahead and remove the 3 Phillips head screws that are securing the taptic engine itself. You can now lift up and move the engine out of the way. We can now remove the 4 screws that are guarding the speaker in place. Go ahead and remove the 4 screws. With the 4 screws out of the way, go ahead and pry the speaker out gently at first, then get it with your fingers. Now untuck the 2 antennas by pulling them from the top, and be very gentle. You don't want to rip these antennas, just carefully pull them out, take your time, and that should come right out. Here's what the speaker looks like. We'll need to remove the diversity antenna, or the short range antenna. It just peels right off of the speaker. Here's what that looks like. Reassembly. Reconnect the diversity antenna by aligning the little pin guides with the holes on the antenna, and use the residual glue. Now tuck in the cable on the side of the speaker. Go ahead and insert it into its position in the following orientation, and then gently tuck in the cellular cable alongside. This might be a little tricky at first. You can go ahead and use a plastic prying tool to kind of guide it into its position, and then just lay the speaker down. Now go ahead and secure it with the 4 Phillips head screws. Now with the plastic prying tool, you want to guide the antenna into its socket. This is going to be very difficult. You might not get it in the first try. Now the second antenna, just take your time, make sure that the connection is nice and solid. Now tuck in the cables along the side of the speaker. Alright, let's place back the taptic engine, put it into its slot, secure the 3 Phillips head screws. Now with a plastic prying tool, reconnect the ribbon cable to the phone, reconnect the taptic engine, go ahead and place the connection cover over the top, and resecure that with the 2 Phillips head screws. Now with that secure, it's time to place back the connection cover that's right above the speaker. Go ahead and put the cover on top, resecure it with the 4 Y-shaped screws. The one all the way to the right is the long one in case you get them mixed up. With those secure, we're all set. We can clamp up the phone now. Go ahead and fold it up. Now at the very top, make sure you tuck that in first and the latches are in at the top. Then you can go ahead and clamp it shut, going around the contour, making sure that it's sealed and clamped in. Once you went around the contour a few times and you feel like you have a good seal, it's time to reinstall the 2 pentalobe screws near the charging port. You can go ahead and load the 2 screws into their sockets and then tighten them with the pentalobe screwdriver. Now let's go ahead and power on and test the phone. Looks good. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please hit like and subscribe. and check out more awesome videos at appledollars.com.